It's Leykis 101, brought to you in part by Durex. Heat things up with new Durex warming condoms. There's sex, and then there's Durex. Leykis 101, the ongoing on-air adult education course that teaches men how to get more tail for less money. Just as importantly, we teach women how men think. I am your professor. This is my classroom. Class is in session. Many of you, being that this is an electronic correspondence course, write in with your questions, concerns, complaints, comments. You send them all to blowmeuptom, tom@blowmeuptom.com. tom@blowmeuptom.com. Bill writes in and says, hey, Tom, I'm 23 years old. I got married about a year ago. Strike one. My verbiage inserted there. Now, he says, my wife was just diagnosed with bipolar manic depression. Strike two. He says, I don't know what to do. She is really screwed up. My friends and family tell me I should leave her. We have not been screwing for 3 months now. Strike three. You're out! And all she talks about is having kids. Strike four. Because she's 32, strike five. And she won't have another chance. Tom, help me out. Well, pal, you don't need my help. You know the answer to this situation. A, you shouldn't be married at 22. B, A and then 2, yes. B, I've been with and even married to people who are bipolar. Most of them don't want to get help. They don't want to be on medication. They don't want to fix themselves. And therefore, you just become a punching bag. Figuratively and sometimes literally. You don't want to hang around for that. And then she's 9 years older than you are and she wants to have children. You don't want to do that either. Get out now. Right now. Don't wait.
Dump that bitch.
Now. Do it now. Bill. What are you waiting for? You fall in love with somebody who's crazy. Get out. Out, out, out. Let the bipolar people get together with each other. You don't belong with one. Ridiculous. If you would like to avoid commitment, avoid relationships, avoid marriage, if all you're looking for is what all men are looking for, to get laid, the shortest distance between 2 points, you want to get right from meeting somebody to having sex with them as fast as you possibly can. You don't want to spend money. You don't want to waste time. You don't want to hear the word no. You've come to the right place. Leykis 101 students, we know what dating is all about. We go out on a date to get laid. Not to make friends. Not to find out about the new green tea frappuccino together. Not to go to movies together. Not to hear her talk about her last boyfriend, how she still misses him. No, no, no. We're there to get laid. We don't spend more than $40 on a date. We don't date single mothers. We don't believe in being nice guys because we know nice guys don't get laid. Women do not respect nice guys. If you've got questions, comments, or complaints for your professor, of course you can send them in to me at tom@blowmeuptom.com. And I do read all the emails that come in at tom@blowmeuptom.com. Or you can call us here toll-free at 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866. Richard on the Tom Leykis Show.
Hi there.
Hi.
Yeah, my wife left me and took my daughter from me, and supposedly I'm this great guy.
Well, you, Mr. Great Guy, let's review. How old are you today?
25.
How old were you when you had a baby?
24.
How old were you when you got married?
Which time? I've been stupid twice now.
Why?
I ask myself the same question.
Don't you think you can get laid without getting married?
Oh, of course, but...
Well, then why didn't you do it?
Well, I wanted a family. I wanted to have kids.
You're too young for that.
Yeah, I know.
So why did you do it? You trying to sabotage yourself?
No, I don't know. I wish...
So in other words, you're never going to accomplish anything in life. You already realize that you have no talent or ability. You will never create anything great or accomplish anything great. So you decided to just become a human Xerox machine.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, okay. What do you do for a living? I have to now know what a guy like you does for a living.
Going to school for welding.
You're going to school for welding. Now, you're 25 already. What have you been doing the last 7 years? Oh, yes, getting married and pumping out children.
I only have
Shouldn't you have been in welding school at 18?
No.
Why aren't you already welding?
Oh, I'm already welding.
Why are you going to school for welding?
Because I want a future.
How?
Well, now that my wife left me, I can accomplish.
First of all, why didn't you go to college?
Didn't graduate.
Why not?
My GED.
Why didn't you?
Slow mentality.
Are you stupid?
Slow.
You're slow.
I wouldn't say I'm stupid.
So you couldn't pass a test.
Oh, I can memorize anything you hand in front of me, but when it comes to a test, my mind goes blank.
Okay. So when you turned 18, wasn't that the time to go to welding school, or 17, or whenever you left high school?
I took 4 years of welding in high school.
Right. And why do you need to go to a school now 7 years after graduating high school, or not graduating high school?
So I can get certified.
Why didn't you get certified 7 years ago?
They didn't certify me in high school.
Well, why didn't you go to this school when you were 18?
Because I was still in high school.
When did you graduate high school?
I didn't graduate.
When was the last time you went?
Dropped out of high school in about 19.
What year? You were 19. That's 6 years ago. Why were you not in welding school getting your certification at 19?
Locked up.
You were in jail?
Yep.
I see. So you're illiterate. You're a former convict. And what was it you did to get you put in jail? Drugs?
Oh, hell no.
What was it?
4.
What's that?
I beat somebody up.
Why'd you do that?
They wouldn't stop calling me fat names.
I see. You think that was wise?
The reason why is because they wouldn't stop calling me.
I said, do you think that was wise?
Oh, no.
All right, how long were you in prison?
Well, I wasn't in prison. I was just in jail.
For how long?
About 6 to 8 months.
6 to 8 months. All right, that takes us to age 20. Why were you not in welding school at age 20?
I got with my first wife.
Oh, why? You got married at this point? Why? You thought that was a good background for somebody who was going to be a father?
No, I actually got with a woman that couldn't have kids.
I see. So you were married to her. You divorced her because she couldn't have kids. So you put off going to welding school so you could be married and have children.
Just to start a family.
Yeah, but aren't you doing these things in the wrong order?
Yeah, I realize that.
Now you realize that.
But, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was listening to your radio station a couple days back when I called the first time, and a friend of mine actually turned the station for me, and you were saying a lot of things that actually made sense in my life.
Yeah.
But
well, all these things I'm telling you. You don't get married until you've attained your dream. Is your dream to be a certified welder?
Right.
Is that it?
That and possibly marketing.
What do you mean that and possibly marketing?
Well, I've also taken 4 years of marketing in high school, and I like...
Pal, if you want to do marketing, you have to get your GED and then go to college.
Well, I'm doing that right now.
You're not in college. You're in welding school.
Yeah.
That's not a college.
The place where I'm going to school for welding is at Clark College here in Vancouver, Washington.
What kind of college is that? A community college?
Yes.
Are you studying marketing?
Not yet. I can only do one thing at a time.
Well, pal, you have to decide what you want to be when you grow up. Unfortunately, you're already 25 years old.
Right.
Where's your dad? Let me guess, your parents are divorced.
Never met him.
You never met your dad, even worse. You see, you need somebody to kick your ass. That's part of the problem here. Oh, yeah, you do. You do.
I'm waiting.
You're waiting for someone to kick you. You're waiting for someone to kick your ass?
Yeah.
At 25, it is time for you to decide what you're going to be. Welding and marketing couldn't be more different as careers.
Oh, I know.
You need to pick one. And I don't mean 5 years from now. I mean now.
Well, I'm still trying to figure out which I want to do the most. So.
Well, number one, at 25, you've been waiting too long. How about, first of all, first step one, stop having relationships.
Not looking for one.
No. I don't care if you're looking for one or if one finds you. Stop. You're not going to get married again. You're not going to move in with anyone again. You're going to wear a condom every goddamn time. You're done having children for now. You want to fix this or not?
I've got one daughter.
That doesn't mean you won't have a second one. Are you going to fix this or not?
Of course.
All right. You are done having children. I don't care if you meet the hottest chick in all of the state of Washington or Oregon. I don't care. You are not having any more children. Do you understand?
Oh, I understand.
You understand also you're not going to live with anyone or marry anyone. You're done.
Yep.
And then you're going to take a week. When's your next vacation?
I don't know yet. I got to look at my calendar.
All right. You're going to set a date. And your next vacation, you know where you're going? You're going to a cabin in the woods. And you're not bringing a TV or a computer or a phone.
All right.
And you're going to sit there and decide what you're going to be when you grow up. Because it's time you grew up.
Right.
Do you understand?
Yep.
And then once you decide what you're going to be when you grow up, you are going to then be that. And you're going to focus on that. And you're going to stop with all these girlfriends and wives and children and all this nonsense. You're just tying stones around your neck.
I hear you.
Do you understand that?
Oh, yeah.
That is why you're screwed right now. What kind of money do you make?
Not very much.
I'll bet you don't. Not enough to support a child, much less a wife, I'll bet.
No, when we were together, we were actually making it pretty good together.
Yeah. How much was that?
Anywhere from close to $2,000 a month.
Pal, that's not good. That sucks. To support a wife and a child, that's called the poverty line.
Yeah.
You were not doing pretty well. You were Get ready to bleep me, Brett. He really needs the real thing here. That you were doing is what you were doing. Stop patting yourself on the back. That was crap. You're supporting a child on that? You're going to send a kid to college on that kind of money? Why did your wife leave you? Let me guess. Because you're a loser?
Can you say that again?
Did your wife leave you because you're a loser?
No.
Why did she leave you?
According to her and according to what she's telling everybody from her work that's confronted me, she loves me, but she's not in love with me. She believes that I'm the perfect husband, the perfect father. Suppose we have every quality that a woman wants.
So she wants to have sex with a guy who makes more than $2,000 a month, somebody other than you. Come on, crack the code. When a woman says, I'm in love with you, I love you, but I'm not in love with you, what it means is you're the father of my kid, but I want to have sex with other people, preferably more successful people. Stop trying to put a good face on this.
She didn't have sex with somebody better than me, I'll tell you that.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do. I know the guy she screwed around with.
Have you had sex with him? Have you? Oh, so she did screw around on you.
Yes.
Yeah, of course she did.
The guy is fatter, uglier, and works and gets a hell of a lot less than I do.
You have no idea what he's like in bed. He could have a 14-inch personality for all you know. You don't know what he has. Unless you've had sex with him, you don't know.
I'd rather not.
Well, I'm not encouraging you to do it. I'm just telling you. She knows about what he's like in bed. You don't. And she chose him, didn't she?
Well, according to what I'm understanding, she's not with him no more, so I don't know.
Well, whatever it is, well, whatever she's doing, she's going to be with a guy more successful than you. You think $2,000 a month is pretty good. It's pretty lousy. Do you understand? Lousy.
Well,
so you have to figure out what you're going to be when you grow up, son.
I hear you.
Because right now you're not grown up. You're a kid. You're a kid who tries to appear to be an adult by getting married or having children. Adult things to do. But you're really not an adult. Because you're not able of handling responsibility. You're unfocused. By the end of this year, you're going to decide what you're going to be, and then you're only going to be that.
Right.
You've got until December 31st.
Okay.
There's no more studying welding, but maybe you want to do marketing and say, no, you're going to pick one, and that's what you're going to be.
I'll do that.
All you're doing is giving yourself an excuse to fail by saying, well, maybe I'll be this, or maybe I'll be that. Maybe you'll be nothing.
Whether I'm nothing or not, I'm still somebody.
Well, you're somebody who makes $2,000 a month, pal, and that's not enough to support that child of yours. Or yourself.
Yeah.
It's not good enough.
Oh, I know.
Then do better, and stop telling me how great you're doing.
Never said I'm doing great.
You said $2,000 a month, pretty good.
That's pretty good. Never said great.
Do you know I've made $2,000 since I started speaking to you? Wake up!
Well,
you think I'm kidding?
No, I'm not saying you're kidding.
Well, Richard, you're not doing nearly well enough, and the reason is because you can't commit to anything.
Right.
Hang on a second. Rob, what do you want to say to Richard?
Yeah, hi, it's Richard.
Yeah.
Richard, hey, you need to start turning up your radio a little bit louder and listening to what Tom has to say here, because really things aren't getting through to you. He tells you to make some money, go out, treat the way you need to do things right in life, and things are going to go right for you. But you're getting married to how many? 2 girls now, and you're only 25.
Yep.
Obviously, the radio's not on loud enough. You're not. It's not getting through to you. You know.
Right. A friend of mine just introduced me to the station a couple days ago.
I wonder why.
You must be an a-hole, because you did get 2 girls to marry you, but you still, it just ain't getting through to you because you married those 2 girls. And that's the only part of Leykis 101 that actually is making sense here. I mean,
stop marrying them, start having kids with them, and decide what you want to be when you grow up. Tom Leykis.
1-800-5800. Tom.
I just think Tom Leykis' way of getting laid is ridiculous. I just totally disagree.
Tom knows more about men and women than any other man I've ever heard.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
The Tom Leykis Show. This is Andy on Leykis 101. Hello.
Hey, how's it going, Tom?
Doing okay, Andy.
I've got some serious problems going on here. Okay, I've got this girl pregnant. All right, I sell cars, and so she was going to be a client of mine. Decided instead of buying a Dodge Neon from me, she wanted to hook up, and so now she's pregnant. I don't know what to do about it.
Well, where was your condom that night?
It was non-existent.
Why?
Because I was being irresponsible.
Right. How long have you been a student here?
I heard about you from a friend.
When?
I'm in Newport, Oregon.
Right.
So,
when did you hear about the show?
About 2 days ago.
Okay.
So
your friend turned you onto the show because he knows what I would have told you.
Yes. most likely.
Yeah, so you were being irresponsible.
Yes, very irresponsible.
Mm-hmm. And you're calling from Oregon. Is she a single mother?
Yes, she's a single mother. She
had strike two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, had a kid with another guy before me.
Right, so. And it did. Now, let's think for a minute.
Yeah.
If you saw that had happened,
yeah,
wouldn't a condom have been a good idea?
Yes, it would have been the best idea that I possibly could have had. In fact, I regret the whole thing, actually.
Well, I'll bet you do, but, you need to think about these things before they happen, not after they happen.
Yes.
Right.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's some wisdom. But anyway, now she's going to keep this child.
Of course she is, because she's a single mother, and they're much more likely to keep them.
Yeah. Much more likely to keep them. There's a religious aspect, too. So.
Oh, I see. Yes, of course, when her penis was heading your way, when your penis is heading her way, there was no religious aspect at all, was there?
No, there wasn't.
So suddenly she's religious.
Yes, suddenly.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently she forgot about it that night.
Yeah.
But then
also, the last time she got knocked up, she forgot about it then, too. She has an amazingly bad memory.
Yes, she does.
Mm-hmm.
So
what is your question, Andy?
Your question? Well, the question would be, do you know anything that I can do to, keep this from spiraling out of control?
Yeah, you already have burned the house down.
Yeah.
You've done it. You had sex with a single mother who already has a child.
Yes.
Who claims to be religious.
So I've committed the ultimate sin.
Well, on this show you have.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you going to tell? You see, we have something called the Hail Mary, which you use in cases of emergency.
Yeah.
But you use that in situations where, A, the person hasn't had children before.
Yeah.
Because the chances of a woman having an abortion after she's already had a kid are slim.
Yeah.
Highly unlikely. Secondly, you have to be able to somehow convince a chick that you're actually in love with her.
Yeah.
That you might consider being with her.
Yeah.
Which I don't think you have done that in any way, have you? Given her the impression you love her?
No, but she's apparently in love with me. And I'm afraid that not only is she a single mother with another one on the way and religious, but I feel like she sees that she's got a potential hook in me. And this is a way to keep me around for a long period of time.
All right. Then you have to try the last-ditch Hail Mary.
Yeah.
Which is to tell her that the only way that this relationship can continue is if she has an abortion.
Yeah.
That's the only way, because you're not ready yet.
Exactly.
And you have to tell her that, you haven't finished school. Are you going to school?
No, I'm selling cars right now, actually. I was going to school for...
Why'd you stop going to school?
Well, ran out of money, essentially.
Oh, community college? Why aren't you somewhere in school?
I was in community college.
And what happened there?
Well, I decided I needed to make some money. It was.
You could have done both.
Yeah.
Why didn't you?
I guess I'm not the most stable person on the face of the planet.
That's clear, and look at the irresponsible decisions you make.
Yes.
So anyway, you have to convince her that, you'll consider getting married once you've put some money away, paid off your debts. You want to be able to support a child properly, have money for college.
Yeah.
You want to be able to buy a house so you both can live in it. And that really the only way for you guys to continue the relationship would be for her to have the abortion.
Yeah.
Because you're just not ready to be a parent right now. And you tell her you do want to continue the relationship with her.
Yeah.
But
do you think I should start, I don't know, rolling a romantic element into it?
Well, yeah, but but you have to tell her, you're not ready right now to be a parent, but you will be down the line.
Yeah.
And that when you become a parent, you want to do it with money in the bank and a house, not only for your kid with her in the future, but also for her kid. But you're not going to be able to do that right now, because right now you're working. You don't have the time to put into being a father.
Yeah.
Because you're working very hard to make a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
And that the best way to do this would be for her to have the abortion right now, and then down the line, the two of you will get together, get married, have the house with the white picket fence, not have any debts, start clean. That'll be best for whatever kids you have with her and her kid.
Yeah.
And then once you've convinced her to have the abortion and she has it, after you've taken her for the Egg McMuffin that we traditionally buy after we get them to have the abortion, then you dump that bitch and you never, ever see her again.
Yeah. So you're suggesting that I should purchase an Egg McMuffin for her?
Oh, after the abortion, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, that means you have to have the abortion before 10:30 a.m.
Yeah.
As you know.
Make breakfast hours notable.
Yeah, it has to be in the morning.
Yep.
Yeah, get it done early in the day. That way you can have another date by that evening with someone else.
Okay. So how am I supposed to sell this to her?
I just told you.
Yeah, I mean from the religious angle, though.
Well, you might explain to her that she already has one illegitimate child.
Yes.
And that having sex is not exactly a religious experience either unless you're married.
Yeah. Okay.
And you might suggest to her that, look, she's already done things that violate her religious beliefs.
Yeah.
And that you're not doing the child any favors by having him at a time when you're not able to support him in the style to which he should become accustomed.
Yeah.
And you want to do things right. That's what you need to say.
Okay.
Hang on a second, Andy. Paul,
totally.
What do you want to say to Andy?
Hey, Tom, you got to make sure if you can't get this woman to have an abortion, you got to make sure that this kid is yours, man, because she could be roping you with something here, you know. You say, are you a car dealer?
Yep.
And you say that you met her and she just decided, what was that, the first couple of days you met her? Because she could be roping you with somebody else's kid, man, and you're screwed. I mean, you messed up in the first place, man, but you could be making this a lot worse.
Yeah.
So
if she goes through with it, I should keep it.
Yeah, but wait a minute. He can't. That's what happens if she insists on having the kid.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely get a DNA test, but you can't know if it's your kid until the child's born.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. But I'm just saying you want to make sure if she decides to keep it, you got to make sure it's yours. Otherwise, you're going to be paying and paying and paying. So love the show, Tom.
Thank you very much, Paul. Andy, good luck.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM.
When somebody hits you, that's the day you leave.
You can't because it's your heart. I know it's like your head's not working, but your heart is.
Oh, my God. Your head's not working because you got punched in the face.
The Tom Leykis Show.
From Los Angeles, the Tom Leykis Show. Boys Night Out, our sold-out show. From the Wiltern Theater in Los Angeles, now goes on the road, and our first stop, Seattle, Washington, for the legendary Paramount Theater. Friday, September 30th, 8:30 p.m., one night only. It's guys only. Leave the chicks at home. Guys only. You tell her, stay home. You'll be done soon enough. I'm your MC. I'm the producer of this event. Along with our headliner, Bobby Slayton, and it's over-the-top comedy for guys, and it's stuff we could never, ever get away with on the air. You don't want to miss this evening. It's going to be 2,800 guys having a really great time together. Boys Night Out. For tickets, go to blowmeuptom.com or Ticketmaster.com, or you can call Ticketmaster right now. And I'm not exaggerating. These tickets are going very fast. I mean, like I've never seen before, really. Call this number right now, 206-529-4051. 206-529-4051 for Boys Night Out. It is Friday, September 30th at the Paramount Theater in Seattle. One night only. 206-529-4051. Leykis 101, I am your professor. This is Christina. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Great. I'm better than your cell phone. That's how good I am.
No, it's really a bad connection. I was curious as to why you gave that gentleman...
Well, first of all, dear, before we go anywhere, we're going to get a better connection on you. We're going to call her back because I do want to have this conversation. But the connection is so bad, I just can't do it. Like to, can't, till he calls you back. Mike, hello.
What's up, brother?
Not much, Mike.
So I got a little story for you. I went out with some chick last week down here in the OC, and she's a single mom, but I have the exception to the rule.
What is
that?
I
do. I believe, this exception, works. Her son is autistic and is funded. He lives in a group home that is funded by the state. So she doesn't have to pay a penny for him. And that's so I went out with her.
And by the way, was she married when she had this kid?
No.
All right. So what do you think happens if the condom slips or breaks or leaks?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think will happen?
Again, if what, sleeping with her, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, then that's when I throw the Hail Mary.
Yeah, but you can't count on the Hail Mary, Mike. Especially if she's already got a kid.
Right.
The single mothers are out, but the single mothers are out because you know what they will do if they become pregnant.
Yeah.
They're out. Out.
So, I mean, the condom's not 100% perfect. Nothing's 100% perfect.
That's right.
Nothing's guaranteed.
Well, one thing that's guaranteed, a woman who's already had one kid will have a second one if she becomes pregnant. Let's say that only 70% of women, let's say a big percentage, 70% of women would have a kid if they got pregnant. That still means there's 30% who wouldn't.
Right.
Women who've had a kid already, it's more like the 95 percentile.
Well,
they've had one, they'll have another. Stop rolling the dice. Mike, are you telling me you can't find any women in Orange County?
Oh, I never said that.
Then lay off this one.
She's another notch on the belt.
Pal, to hear you tell it, there's plenty of women who you could notch on your belt. You don't need a single mother.
All
right, well then, why are you calling?
Oh, she's very easy, and hey, if I want to,
all single mothers are very easy. if they have time to have sex with you.
I thought I had the exception.
How do you think they became single mothers?
Exactly.
But again, they'll become mothers again, and you don't want to hear it.
Oh, absolutely not.
Why do you have to nail this one? Why can't you just stick to women without kids?
You know what? I had fun with her one night, and that's why I called.
So you had sex with her already?
On the first date, yes, sir.
And did you use a condom?
Yes, sir.
You better hope it didn't leak.
I spent less than $40.
Well, I'm not going to recommend that to anybody. You are living really on thin ice. It's a very dangerous place to be.
Well, so I'm not even an exception to the rule.
Nope.
Well,
nope.
That's why.
The fact that her kid has autism doesn't mean anything. All that means is you won't have to take him to Disneyland because he can't ride the roller coaster. Huh?
Or pay for anything.
Yeah, but that still means she has responsibilities and baggage and the possibility that she would have another kid, for example, so she could have one that's quote-unquote normal and other possibilities.
Well, I guess I'm just trying to rationalize it, and there's no rationalization behind it.
No, there isn't.
Well, I appreciate it, brother. Can you take me out with the African tribal style? And if you can play it full, I'd like to hear the whole thing.
Well, I don't know if we have the whole thing, but here's what you're going to get. This It's the Tom Leykis Show. We have another hour coming up of Leykis 101 at 1-800-5800-TOM. It's 1-800-5800-866. By the way, you may have questions. If you can't get through on the phone, you can certainly email them to us. The address, tom@blowmeuptom.com. tom@blowmeuptom.com. Or you always can call our comment line at 310-842-9592. 310-842-9592. Boys Night Out comes to Seattle. It's sold out in Los Angeles. It's going to sell out in Seattle. So get your tickets while they're available. Call Ticketmaster 206-529-4051.
The Tom Leykis Show.